Troy Landry may be the king of alligator hunting, but even he can't snap his fingers and make them disappear. It is a tough job, and in this video, we're going to talk about Troy Landry's biggest mistake that got all his members, including himself, in danger. The question comes to mind, what happened to them? Did they survive? If yes, how? Keep watching the video to know what happened to the members of Swamp People after Swamp King's deadliest mistake. The Swamp King, Troy Landry, is a well-known alligator hunter and reality television personality from Louisiana who stars in the show Swamp People. Swamp People is a reality television series that premiered on the History Channel in 2010. The show follows the daily lives of Cajun alligator hunters in Louisiana's 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐻𝐒 swamp during the annual alligator hunting season. The hunters, known as Swamp People, use a variety of methods to catch alligators, including setting lines with bait, shooting them with rifles or harpoons, and using their bare hands to pull them in. The show features several different teams of hunters, each with their unique personalities and approaches to hunting alligators. The hunters face a variety of challenges, including unpredictable weather, dangerous wildlife, and the ever-present risk of injury. In addition to following the hunters in the swamp, the show also provides insight into their personal lives, relationships, and the cultural traditions of Cajun alligator hunting. Swamp People has become a popular show, attracting millions of viewers with its unique blend of action, drama, and cultural exploration. People love the show. People don't seem to get tired of watching hunters battle what are essentially modern dinosaurs. The American alligator can grow to be 11 feet long and 1,000 pounds, with bite forces of up to 3,000 psi. A single error by the hunters on Swamp People can easily result in limb or life loss. The gators in Swamp People aren't as intimidating as the colossal saltwater crocodile. However, underestimating them can be fatal. Indeed, Troy Landry cited the inherent danger of his profession as one of the primary reasons for the show's success. It's the excitement and the danger of the alligators that fascinates a lot of people. Alligators have been around since the dinosaurs, and they're one of the few animals that have survived since the dinosaurs, Landry told the New York Post in 2012. The audience's attention is drawn to more than just danger. People are also fascinated by the lifestyle depicted in Swamp People. Making a living in the swamp with a flat-bottomed boat and a rifle is foreign to most people. Troy Landry runs his own alligator hunting and crawfishing operation. He does, however, own other businesses, including a seafood restaurant, gas station, and convenience store in Pierre Part, Louisiana. When you see Troy Landry in his standard striped polo hunting alligators 30 days a year on Swamp People, you might not think he likes the finer things in life, but he's living the good life. When he and his wife, Bernita, a teacher, are not filming their hit reality show or bothering with the whole killing alligators thing, they live the kind of life that many people dream of. With only 30 days per year to bag and tag as many gators as possible in the Louisiana Bayou, Troy Landry spends the rest of the year on his boat fishing, catching, and selling crawfish. But he also spends it leisurely strolling around his and his wife's dream home. The house Troy Landry and his wife live in and built is a labor of love. They lived in a trailer for 3 decades, saving their money and saving every piece of cypress Troy found in the bayou. They kept every piece for years and years, only bringing it out when they had enough of it and enough money to build their massive dream house entirely out of cypress, not sheetrock. When you consider where a swamp person lives, the house appears to be extremely upscale. Troy and his family demonstrate that some swamp people can be both swanky and swampy. Did you know Troy Landry is one of the most popular cast members of the show, and his catchphrase, "shoot has become a cultural phenomenon. The alligator hunting depicted in Swamp People is a difficult task. People on the show, such as Troy Landry, have thousands of gators under their belts. Generally, they have no trouble capturing large reptiles. The real challenge is picking and choosing to make the most of the 30-day hunting season. So it is not easy what Troy and others do, and it is natural for them to make mistakes because of the uncertainty around such environments. You can't tell an alligator to act for a show. It is all real. The hunting and fishing practices depicted on Swamp People can be dangerous and can lead to fatal incidents. However, the show does not actively depict or promote such incidents, and the producers take safety measures and precautions to prevent accidents from occurring. It is also worth noting that the show has been on the air for several seasons, and to the best of our knowledge, there have been no fatal incidents involving the cast or crew. As a reality TV show based on alligator hunting in the swamp, Swamp People does depict some dangerous incidents, as the hunters face various risks and challenges in their work. Some of the dangerous incidents that have been shown on the show include alligator attacks. There have been several instances where alligators have attacked the hunters or their boats, putting them in danger. Side note, the show has faced some criticism from animal rights activists, who argue that the hunting practices depicted on the show are cruel to alligators. Equipment failure. Boats, motors, and other equipment can malfunction in the swamp, putting the hunters in perilous situations. Adverse weather conditions. The swamp can be unpredictable, with storms, heavy rains, and floods causing dangerous conditions for the hunters. Physical injuries. The hunters often work with sharp tools and heavy equipment, which can cause injuries such as cuts, bruises, or broken bones. Navigational hazards. The swamp is filled with submerged logs, stumps, and other obstacles that can cause boats to crash or get stuck. It's important to note that while these incidents can be dangerous, the hunters on the show are experienced and take safety precautions to minimize the risks. Additionally, the show's production team also takes measures to ensure the safety of the cast and crew during filming. In Season 3, Episode 8, Troy Landry's boat motor failed, and he became stranded in the swamp overnight. He was eventually rescued by another hunter the following day. In Season 10, Episode 7, Troy Landry and his son Jacob were caught in a dangerous storm while hunting. They took shelter under a bridge and waited for the storm to pass before continuing their hunt. In Season 8 of Swamp People, Troy did have an accident that could have been dangerous. Troy was taking Jacob to the first spot they ever fished together in the hopes of bringing them some luck. But instead of a fish, they got an alligator. It became difficult to balance as the alligator tried to come up on the boat and the boat tremored. While attempting to remove an alligator from the water, the boat he was on capsized, and he was briefly trapped underneath. Fortunately, he was able to free himself and make it to safety without serious injury. While this was certainly a scary moment, it was not an intentional mistake that put his team in danger, and he continued to hunt alligators safely throughout the season. Troy Landry and his team were out on the water in Louisiana, trying to catch alligators for their skins and meat. They had hooked a large alligator and were attempting to bring it onto the boat when the animal suddenly thrashed around, causing the boat to tip over. Troy was thrown into the water and momentarily trapped underneath the boat. His son Jacob and another team member were able to help him free himself and swim to safety. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured, but the incident was a reminder of the dangers of alligator hunting, even for experienced hunters like Troy. Troy later reflected on the incident and acknowledged that it was a close call. He stressed the importance of always wearing a life jacket while on the water, and of being aware of the risks involved in hunting alligators. Despite the scare, he and his team continued to hunt alligators throughout the season, and did not suffer any other major incidents. The show has won several awards, including a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Cinematography for Reality Programming in 2012, and the show's success has helped to raise awareness about the importance of preserving the unique culture and environment of Louisiana's swamps and wetlands. Since it is a reality show, dangerous things are bound to happen, but the people dealing with the gators are not noobs. They have years of experience. Do you think hunting alligators is ethical? Shoot them answers in the comments.